buying process of getting a Tesla. I think a lot of people would be interested in that.
Mhm.
And I know Abhilash drives a Model Y. Why did you decide on buying a Tesla, number one? And number two is why Model Y? And why not S or X or 3?
Uh, um, why Tesla? So I guess why Tesla is because it's I don't know it was a cool car on the block. It was electric. It's a new change in technology, and I like that. I like the challenging the norm kind of thing.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I was also like always growing up. I was more eco conscious and eco friendly, so I like that it was a no gas pollution in the car. Um, Although the overall economic and eco friendliness of it is still a debate, like from sourcing the material to disposing and recycling of it, but it makes me kind of well, at least on perception wise, it looks like it's a good eco friendly vehicle. And I also did like a lot of numbers actually. Like so at the time, so I'll give you a little history about the Tesla Y. My first car was actually a Model 3. And then I had that for a year and I
I
sold it
remember you saying
because
this.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So my first one was a Model 3,
Uh-huh.
and but it was a standard range plus.
Hmm.
So the range was like 400 to 420, something like that,
Hmm.
kilometers. Um, and I also live in a condo, so I don't have a charger in my condo. I always have to charge outside. So
Hmm.
my first winter with the Tesla in Canada, the winters, you know how they are, right? So there's a huge battery drain, battery efficiency loss because of the heating of the battery and everything. So I wasn't getting as much of a like my Model 3 was giving me a lot more range anxiety than I'd like to admit. Like there was times when I'd be traveling from one place to another and I'm thinking, oh shoot, would I have enough to get back? Right. Or I'd be like, turning off the heater in the middle of the like journey to like conserve a little bit of energy and then turning it back on when it got really cold, that kind of thing. And I just wasn't happy with that. I like the car. I love the performance, but I just wasn't like comfortable with it. Wasn't a comfortable situation at all times. So at that point, I was thinking I was going to sell it and buy something else. But then um, my friend had a Model Y, and I kind of took it for a few drives, and it felt a lot better. So I switched to. I said, you know what, let me give it another try, and that's how I got the Model Y long range. And to be honest, I'm pretty happy with this car. I've been pretty happy with this
So it was
since.
because of the range anxiety.
Yeah, like I mean, I've also got better at planning, and I've
Okay.
also got better at managing the range and like
Uh-huh.
driving more efficiently when I need to. And
Hmm.
the performance is fun. It's fun to drive. So
How do you
uh,
drive efficiently? I mean, the car handles efficiency, correct?
yeah, so efficient driving means things like excel your rate of acceleration and rate of braking. So Tesla's like they have regenerative braking, which
Mm.
means you don't want to push the brake pedal. It gradually tries to recuperate some of your momentum back into energy to
Mm.
help boost the battery life. Uh,
Mm.
so leaving some room between cars, for example, that alone, where you're not forced to hit the brake pedal and you let the car regeneratively brake while it covers the gap,
Oh,
that adds range.
okay.
Going a certain speed on the highway, for example, like
Okay.
in the summer, like I go pretty fast compared to the winter because in the winter
We're
I'm
not
I'm
going to
more
disclose it here. We don't want a legal case on the podcast.
yeah. So yeah, in the winter I try to go as slowly or like as I can without impeding traffic, right? So it's things like that. That's like, and then the how hard you accelerate, and then it's kind of like what mode you're in the car. Those kind of things, they all kind of play a factor. And surprisingly, even something as small as like the size of your tire, like the how big your rims are and how much pressure is in the tire, all of these things, like every last percentage counts when you're going on trips. So it's
Oh,
like all of
wow.
these things play a factor.
Hmm. But that's all factory, right? Rims and tires. It all comes standard from the factory. I don't think you can play with it.
No, you can upgrade your rims. Like my summers are 20-inch and my winters are 19-inch because the smaller the rims are, you get more range out of it.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
and same with the tire pressure. Like the lower the tire pressure, the lower your range actually decreases. Because like for example, in the summer, if my tire pressure is lower than like where it's supposed to be, the rubber gets a little bit more sticky to the
Hmm.
surface of the road, so it creates
Hmm.
more friction and it lowers
Hmm.
the efficiency of the car.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. And you did mention a very key